Ladies and gentlemen, you open a position, you're watching it. Every tick of the market turns another hair, if you still have any left, I'm currently losing mine, turns a hair on your head gray from its original color. You keep watching the market, it goes up, it goes down. Your rate elevates. You begin to curse profane things within your head. Even worse, maybe even out loud. Sometimes, when in a position, win, lose, or draw, it's time to M.T.F.O. You can have a lot of fun elsewhere. It's time to move the fun on. I am Mark Melnick. We're going to talk about the psychology of what is destroying you, even if they're winning trades. This is the Newsbeat Show. You know, ladies and gentlemen, it's so easy for all of us to say, here's point A, you bought here, your target was here, your stop was here, and one of two things happen. You could sit in that trade and your target could hit, or your stop loss could hit, and then you're supposed to move on your jolly whatever, your jolly hiney forward, and go on to the next trade. It's very easy, right? But what if? What they don't talk about, what if your trade is taking an abnormally long time? What if that trade where you're trying to make $1 but risk 50 cents or 40 cents? What if that trade 5 minutes go by, half an hour goes by, an hour goes by? It's kind of funny because inside your lesson, the amount of time it took your trade to work or not work was never part of the equation. There is an advanced form of psychological toxicity that the majority of traders suffer on Wall Street based on this miraculous discovery, which nobody talks about. Sometimes, in a position, if it's taking too long, it pays to exit it even if it is working. Now, I know what you're going to say, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Melnick, that's nonsense, Mr. Melnick. That's nonsense. I could just look elsewhere. I could just throw in the trade. I know I'm trying to make money here, lose money here. I entered right around there. And I could go to the bathroom, have my stop loss in, have my take target in. Really? Allow me to retort. How many people, when they open a Tesla position, can look at absolutely nothing but the level 2 in Tesla where you see the bid and offer moving and going up and down? If you're in a Tesla position. What are you kidding me? What do you think I'm going to do? Oh, hi, Sam. How are you doing, bro? No, nothing me. No, I'm free. I'm just chilling, doing my nails, girl. What are you kidding me? You are so intently focused on that position that what will happen is a psychological phenomena where I don't want to go into the science about it, but you will actually forget the fact that you need to use the bathroom. If you needed to use the bathroom, your body would be in such a state of reactive fear that whether you needed to take a massive number 1 or 2, or depending on what some people eat for breakfast, a number 3, not only that, you will actually forget the fact that you ready for this, hungry. Oh man, I was supposed to go get lunch. I'm no longer hungry. That's kind of funny because I thought trading was all about volume and candlesticks, they told me when I joined the market, even back in the late 90s. It was all about volume. It was all about candlesticks. It was always about the the 3 candlestick pattern and the 4 candlestick pattern and the 50% retracement levels and the breakout and the measured moves from one to the next. And we all heard that same old stuff before. And yeah, we can always find charts that can befit the parameters, but when we actually take those parameters and we add it to a chart in real time, they're never consistent. Funny how that works. So while you're sitting there watching a name like Tesla, and by watching this show, you're going to pause right now, agree to this, and then hit play. Thank you so much for reading that. And on a stock like Tesla, like I have my own chart up here. Like, okay, I know what you guys are thinking. All right, so I have my. Oh, you even see my. This is one of my newest secret moving averages given by the moderator of the Newsbeat Live Room, right over here, to short Tesla today at 754.41, hit 754.99 and dropped 17 points. How's that for moving averages not being that helpful? Anyway, point being is I'll show you a less complex chart. I'll just show you a simple chart. The bottom line is when you're watching a name like Tesla, and the stock is jumping up and down 10, 17 points every 5 minutes, and this is a very dramatic example, you're not going to be able to watch anything else but that. And then, of course, you've heard this before, there's something called opportunity costs. But nobody talks about the opportunity costs about sitting in a trade. They always assume that if you slap a trade, you have a stop, you have a take profit target, that you're going to literally look away from your trade and let your P&L just do whatever the expletive it wants. Ladies and gentlemen, when you're in one of these positions, it's time to move the fun on. Move the fun on elsewhere because you're not going to have fun sitting there watching on a stock. You're not going to have fun sitting there being in the same position. A lot of times, I'm break even. I'm down a little, up a little. And you know what I say? Screw it. I'm in this position too long. This position is taking too much of my time. I don't want to waste my time focusing on it. Nobody is talking about it. But let me tell you on a more scientific level of what's happening to the majority of you, 99.9% of you, when you actually are sitting there in a Tesla position. Most of you. Now, I know some of you are like, Mark, I could take 20 positions. I'm not a piker. I'm an experienced trader. I could take 10 positions, and I really don't care about what's happening. I could sit there. Oh, really? Really, Superman? Really? Here, can you hold this kryptonite? Most of us are human beings. Most of us don't want to subject ourselves to that form of stress. And I estimate that, you know, we all know that stress causes disease, disease causes death. How many minutes of your life are you losing by holding a Tesla position as it's going up and down 10, 20 points? How much? How much? My idea is to look at a bunch of names, apply a simple methodology, lock out the profit, and move on. You see, even though I'm up nice money again today, and again, I'm not about boasting my P&Ls, and I honestly, there's really something that just turns despicable. It basically means you suck at helping other people, and you have to show them something that's going to draw them in. You guys want to see how I turned $500 into $7 million? Buy this program today. How about instead, I just explained to you the logic of when you take a quick trade, which is a lot of what I've been doing in this market, and it's been making me profitable. When you take a quick trade, you have no stress. You want to know the worst part about it? You'll look back an hour later and be like, oh my God, I was buying it near the low and it kept running. But I made money, but I could have made more. I pray for you that that is your biggest problems in trading, in life, in everything you do. I want you to miss I want that to happen every single day for the rest of your life. I made money here, I made money here, I made money here, but that one ran and I could have made 20 times more. I had an Apple position today. Low four-figure profit. Had I held that Apple position 5 more minutes, I would have made approximately 10 times more money. 10 times more money. How do you like that? Now, for a lot of people, that would bother you. But when you keep taking quick profits over and over, what happens is it stops bothering you because you have $100 bills to wipe your tears with. You have money to wipe your you have money to wipe your tears with. And you want to know what takes away the pain of trading, which there's always going to be some form of pain generated, whether losing money is obviously the worst. FOMO can cause psychological toxicity. But ladies and gentlemen, this is what you need to do. I'm going to give you the answer. You think I'm just here teasing you? You think I'm one of those those imbecile politicians sitting here or those imbecile people that could just point at everything wrong in the world. That's not right, and that's not right, and this is not good, and this is not good, with giving you zero solutions. You think that's me? I'm actually going to give you the solution to all this shortly. But I need for you to understand that the majority of people cannot just sit there and hold positions, like, especially like a Tesla. Yeah, it's easier to hold Ford Motor Company while doing something else than holding a Tesla, considering you're holding any normal size, because I'll show you a 5 minute chart again. I mean, right over here, if you took your eyes off it for 10 minutes, it went from 760.62, 760.62 to 733. And if you held it 15 minutes to 718. So it dropped 42 points in approximately 15 minutes. Yeah, that is going to be something that you have to keep an eye on. And again, you might be saying, oh, I can have a stop loss. But even with the stop loss, you're going to be watching it. And you're going to be missing out other opportunities to make money. So what I did, I want to say about 16, longer than that. Sonic Trading Technologies was bought out. I want to say it's about 2003 or 4 or 5. I couldn't tell you what I had for breakfast last week, but I will tell you about between 15 and 17 years ago at a place called Sonic Technologies in Manhattan. I was working on 36th and Broadway there before they moved down to Wall Street, and then I was working at the Wall Street office. And there was a group of traders in a room. I was trading in the room there. It was me and three other people in a room. I mean, I can't quote the number of square feet because I didn't measure it, but I'd say it's around 3,000 square feet. It was massive. There's little old Mark Melnick, a few other traders. And a bunch of the traders in the other rooms came and they gathered. And I said, I want you to look at all your winning and losing trades. And one person got excited. It's like, oh, you want to see how much my total up trades and down trades are? How the longs and the shorts? No, that's not what I asked you for. What I want to see is the average duration of, even if you're a losing trader. If you're a losing trader, you have winning and losing trades. If you're a winning trader, you have losing and winning trades. I want you to take the average of every one of your winning trades, the time duration between when you held and sold it. And I want you to take the average duration of your losing trades. Don't quote me on it. There was about 30 people in the room surrounding me when I ran this test. Out of the 30 people that I asked this question to, what was the same in every single one of them, myself included? Who wants to throw a guess at there? So I asked them, about their trading, to look over their records, and I asked them, that's right, that's right, that's right, that's right, that's right, that Walt, Kelly, for some people, Andre, for some people, yes, for no, Ken, that's right, Kelly, that's right, Walt, that's right, Jim, that's right. Well, sort of. Well, that might have been the mentality. We didn't get to the psychology of what they were thinking. On average, the losing trades were between 3 and 6 times longer of holding duration compared to the winning trades. I'll repeat that again. For the 30 traders, myself included, their average losing trade had a duration of 3 to 6 times longer than the individual's winning trade. So if somebody had a winning trade, their winning trade averaged like 4 minutes 50 seconds, and we just like rounded it off. So let's say your winning trade averaged 5 minutes. On average, that person's losing trades lasted between 15 and 30 minutes before they entered and exited for a loss. And of course, we could talk about the psychology all day and night, and you could say, well, Mr. Melnick, that's because people don't like to throw away losers and they're waiting for them to go back to break even, Jim, right? Maybe. But, you know, here's Mark Melnick, and again, I use iPhone, got the 3 cameras going. I use an iPhone here, and there's this cute little app called Clock, and it looks like that. And if you have an average, and each person is different, you have to do the grueling task of looking over your winners and losers and just recording the durations. And that's not easy. But you know what? I never said this was going to be easy. I said I was going to give you an answer that's going to help you, something that you can all do. I'm not asking you to climb Mount Everest. Bet Scott Redler could do that. I'm not asking you to climb Mount Everest. I'm not asking you to beat Conor McGregor in a boxing match. But if you find out, for example, that your winning trade lasts 3 minutes and 52 seconds, I'm making it up, everyone is different. Your average one, you take the average, you just round it up to 4 minutes. You keep it, you keep it right here, and as soon as you open a trade, you just go ahead and you click start and look at that. And then what happens is when the timer is up, you're going to hear this or whatever, you could have it play. I prefer a personal tone. I prefer a pre-recorded tone. If you actually, I prefer the GTFO tone. Get out of your trade, Mr. Melnick. You could use your own voice. Say, get out of your trade and use your first name because nothing is more powerful than you talking to you. Mark, stop it. I'm not going to listen to that to that guy. He's a real jerk. And I'm telling you, you start doing things like that and you will have changed your trading forever. I know. It sounds silly. I don't need to do that, Mark. I'm disciplined enough. Or this Mark Melnick doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm not going to go through all my winning and losing trades. I'm a new trader now. I'm going to be trading different tomorrow. Look, I have realized in this world there are two kinds of people when it comes to helping others. There's the type of person who will accept your help, be appreciative for the help, and take it. And then there are people who won't do it and they'll have a million reasons not to. I don't know what I'm talking about. Probably the most consistent trader you'll ever meet in your life. Probably have the best Sharpe ratio out of any trader you'll meet in your life. I don't know what I'm talking about. He's conceited. He's cocky. You know what? Don't use the link in my description to sign up for the Newsbeat Live Room. Don't join the largest, fastest growing trading room. Don't. Instead of trying to help yourself that way, how about you just take the free advice that won't cost you a penny? How's that? I know. The other option costs you $49 for a month of our service, but don't do it. Definitely don't do it. Instead, what I want you to do is two things. Look at your winning and losing trades. Find out how long you're holding your winning and losing trades for. Don't even record the P&L. Just mark them W or L. I don't care about the rest. What you're going to notice is by having a timer near you at all times, having this little timer here, which you can literally set the for a minute, 1 second. You could literally set how long you're winning trades. Some of you will be like 15 minutes. And then what happens is if this goes off and you're still in a position, you exit. You get out of there. Up, down, break even, stop loss, not hit, take profit, not hit, you're out. You move on. And if you do that, not only are you going to reduce your psychological toxicity, but I believe you will notice that you have a much easier time making money in the market by being able to expose yourself to opportunities that work for whatever type of trader you are. How about some algo levels? Here they are. Awesome. And even though I told you not to go in the link in the description, really, by all means, do not do it. But there is something that Chipotle Mexican Grill, Apple, Luckin Coffee, Microsoft, General Motors, Google, Microchip, and Facebook, 8 names that they had in common today. There was a strategy you could have applied to any one of those 8 names, and it would have worked 100% of the time. Now, given the time, this is going to be a little bit of a longer lesson. That is going to be for Newsbeat Live members only. Again, Newsbeat Live members do get access to special content, things that are working now in the market that are, up to date, forward tested, back tested, real time tested, including how I made my 4-figure Apple trade today in a matter of, let's see, Apple trade. How long was it? About 2 minutes, Jeremy? 2 minutes? Okay. I was shorting Apple at the dead top right here. I'm going to show you how I did it. The same thing that let me short Apple at the dead top right over here, right before it plummeted a point. The same thing that let me short Apple right over here at the dead top of this green bar is the same thing that would have let me short Chipotle at the high of a move, short Apple at the high of the move, which I'm showing you, short Luckin Coffee right over here at the top. It sounds too good to be true. Short Microsoft right over here at the dead top. You guys think I'm kidding? Short General Motors here, right in here near the dead top of this candle. Short Google right over here at the dead top of this candle. I know. Short Microchip right here at the dead top of this candle. And short Facebook was around here at the dead top of this candle. I know, it all sounds too good to be true. And these are all names I reported today. And I am going to do something special for Newsbeat Live members. Again, Newsbeat Live members get access to all this content. And if you do sign up, it is within your Newsbeat portal, which you have exclusive access to our strategies and unique member content. But nonetheless, fix your losing trades. Make sure that you get out of the way. Move the fun on in your trades, because when you're sitting there stressing in a trade, that's no fun. So you got to move on. I hope you guys enjoyed the Newsbeat Show. Happy trading, make money. Slap the thumbs up if you like our content and you want more of our strategies and more of our psychological tips and hacks to become a better trader. Again, I don't monetize these videos, but when you thumbs it up, lets me know that you like it, and I will produce more and do more for you than I want to say than you can ever imagine, but I guess you can imagine it. I'll constantly be updating you with new strategies and things that are working in today's market. Happy trading, make money, and I will see you guys tomorrow on the Newsbeat live trading broadcast. Have a wonderful evening.